questions.
Okay. Morning, everyone. From Lockdown Legal Mentoring. We are having a slightly different type of video for today ahead of the bank holiday weekend. This is the last one now until Tuesday. I've got two assistants here, Elsie on my left and Stanley here on my right. And the subject matter of the video today, and the reason why I've got these two assistants, is because the subject is mentoring and supporting and helping younger colleagues or other colleagues who are going through either a promotion process or an application of some kind, but also just the general value of mentoring in the legal profession and in other walks of life. So just as a sort of introduction, I've been a pupil supervisor in the course of my career, and I think it's really important whether you're a supervising partner in a law firm, sort of supervising trainees, or a senior member of any occupation who have junior staff who are new and are training and are learning. It's really important to make the most of that relationship, because I know that my relationship with my pupil, when I had a pupil, it was really important for him. Of course, you have to think very carefully about the impact and the influence you're having on people that you're training, because they're going to have a career, and many of those lessons that you teach them are going to end up being important to them throughout their career. But most importantly of all, there is also the reverse value of being a supervisor or being a mentor, is the things you learn from that process. The things you learn from seeing things through a fresh pair of eyes. The person that you're mentoring, who doesn't have your experiences and perhaps isn't so set in his or her ways, and really important to absorb all of that stuff when you're the mentor, you're in the senior role. I've also done mentoring with colleagues who are kind of on a similar level, who for example, are going to be applied for the QC process. And I was very gratified to see one of my mentees, after a year or so of mentoring, had succeeded in his application for Silk. And it's the degree of pride that you get from that as a mentor which really sort of drives you to do it and want to do it more. I speak in schools, secondary schools in some deprived parts of the country, to young people who perhaps haven't got aspirations around legal practice or professional careers, or even pursuing their education very far. And the rewards that I get from that, and the value that gives me to help my own career and my own way of working, is incalculable. But these guys are probably a good example of that, because I think Elsie is going to talk a little bit about how she mentors Stanley in terms of Minecraft, and also maybe some of the things she learned. So Elsie, what sort of things do you do with Stanley on Minecraft?
Well, I have made this world it's called the teaching world, where I teach him to build stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes he'd teach me to build things as well, because he knows some stuff about Minecraft that I don't, which helps me.
Mm-hmm.
And then so it's kind of like swapping information, because he's giving me some information and I'm giving him some information.
And what about you, Stanley? What do you learn from Elsie when you're doing Minecraft together? Does she teach you stuff, or are you too busy eating your toast?
Remember when I taught you the escape hatch to make it the...
Yeah, she taught me an escape hatch in Minecraft. And so an escape hatch, so you need a trapdoor, you need... What else did you need?
You needed the sticky piston.
Yeah, you needed
the switch and the sink.
And the sink.
So there you go. So that you needed to learn the escape hatch. Elsie's learning things from Stanley. Two-way street. Clearly, really important stuff is being learnt there. Life lessons. But if you think about Elsie and Stanley, they're both playing a game. It's quite a difficult game. Many of us who are over about 11 don't understand it anyway, but they do, and they teach each other and they feed off each other. So the lesson I'm kind of trying to give here is not just for law students. One of the things, if you're a student, you're a young person, reach out to people who might be your mentor. Send emails to the people you respect and say, look, will you give me an hour of your time just to talk to me on the phone? And if you are in the position where you're fortunate enough to have, as I have, over 25 years experience working in serious and complex cases across a vast range of different subject matter, be prepared to give your time and give yourself a clap. So mentoring, ask for help if you need a mentor, whether it's in your office, your chambers, or just reach out to people, send emails. And if you're a senior member, however busy you are, be prepared to give a young person or someone who really needs your help, be prepared to give a bit of your time, because you will get as much reward from that as they will from you doing it. So thanks for watching. Yeah, good video, guys?
Yeah.
Have a great bank holiday weekend. And
Bye-bye.
next video will be Tuesday.